Good morning. It's another beautiful sunny day today. I need to get my life in order. I've also got to bury a bird. Last night a bird flew into our house. I did what I could for this little bird. I immediately wrapped it up in something warm while I was googling and trying to figure out what to do. Contacted local rescue organisations, but they were all closed and the mailbox was full, so I couldn't even leave a voicemail. I made a little nest out of fabric inside a shoebox. Thought it was just stunned, and so I put it in a quiet place inside a shoebox with air holes and made a little fabric nest. But yeah, watched these little blackbirds for ages now, and so I just felt really sad. When I found other birds in the garden, I've buried them under a specific tree. And so I'm going to put this bird there. I'm actually going away next week. I'm actually going on 2 trips back to back. I've got lots of work and life bits that I just need to get in order. So I'm going to get some work done today, get the house clean and tidy, and then my brain can be clean and tidy. I'm in the greenhouse, which is just my most happy, chilled place, except it's not actually chilled, it's very hot. Got some strawberries growing in here, and some of them are so small, but I tell you, they're so sweet. There's also another of those lemon cucumbers. I 100% will grow these again next year. Yeah, I need to enjoy these before I go away, because hopefully they'll still be producing when I come back, but I'm going to miss out on so many of these. Matt is going to be in heaven. This greenhouse belonged to my grandpa, and I posted a little video series of us like prepping this area and like the greenhouse project and putting it up and everything on my Instagram. But yeah, it's really special to me that we were able to put my grandpa's greenhouse here. He loved gardening. Like, him and my dad worked together and they did like landscape gardening. My dad loves gardening, my grandpa loved gardening. Just that smell of tomato leaves is the most nostalgic smell for me. I love it so much. So it's just crazy and lovely to think that that greenhouse that I've got those memories in, I'm in it now myself, growing my own tomatoes. So when my grandpa passed away, he passed away quite a while ago now, and when he passed away his greenhouse was just kind of left, like it had all of his stuff in it and it was just still there in the garden. My nana unfortunately was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and yeah, we lost her. It'll be 2 years this Christmas. And obviously when it came to selling the house and things like that, the greenhouse was in a bit of a sorry state. It was like a bit neglected, obviously it's not been used. I just had this thought that maybe if nobody else in the family minded, that I'd love to try and give it a new lease of life. And honestly, it was my dad that did most of it. My dad took it down for me, labelled everything, and brought it over to this house. So me and Matt got this area kind of prepared, and I left this area of the garden, like this is where the fruit trees are. I'd intentionally left this space hoping that we could put our greenhouse here, hopefully my grandpa's one. We did like the sub base, and then I had some questions from my dad. I was asking him about paving slabs that I'd got and asking him for some help like over FaceTime, and he was like, we're going to come over. So my mum and dad booked a flight, like genuinely parents of the year, booked a flight, they came over. It was lovely. It was really nice to actually like do it together. We did nearly kill each other putting it together, because I don't know if you've ever put together a greenhouse that has been taken apart, that you never put up the first time around and you don't know where anything's meant to be. There was definitely nearly a murder that took place, but in the end it all worked out. Come on, you want to be on the camera?
Yes.
Have you got mud all over me? Am I muddy? That needs to go in the compost. Thank cute. Do you want to take this one as well? I've got two. I can juggle. But yeah, I like to think that he'd be really happy if he knew that I've got this. And he knew that I wanted it as well. I don't know if you can hear Maddie barking, but whenever Matt puts anything in that compost on me, but usually it's Matt, because I'm usually like, please can you put this in the compost? She goes mad. She hates the sound of it. Look at her. She hates that composter. So I have a lot of tomatoes and they're kind of going a bit feral. I need to top some of these off because they are getting really tall now. You give everything a good water. I don't know if you can see, but I've got my cucumbers like going along here. These are the lemon ones and they're kind of going along a similar trajectory.
Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice.
Good morning. I went to get my hair cut yesterday and I feel so much lighter. I kept the length but we chopped into it quite a lot because my hair tends to get like really heavy around here. I used to have more of a shag haircut. I feel like it had just been growing and I didn't really have a style in mind and I just missed having that texture and choppiness, so we chopped into it quite a bit. I also got my nails done. We always do nail art, but I wanted something quite neutral because I'm going to a wedding with these nails on. I feel like the last like week when you really need your hair done, and I postponed my appointment by another week, so I just feel more like myself. But I love the salon that I go to. It's actually in a vintage caravan in my hairdresser's garden and it's just the best. She's the best. So I mentioned that I was going away. I went to Boots yesterday to pick up a few things. I thought I would show you what I got. I picked up a new fake tan. I have never tried these Isle of Paradise tanners. I thought I'd got one of the Hour ones, but I've not. I've used the drops that you put in moisturiser and liked them, but I've never tried their actual tanners, so yeah, thought I'd give it a go. And all of this is cruelty free and vegan because that's what I buy. I usually get my skincare from Beauty Pie. I needed to place an order and I didn't do it in time. I just need a new moisturiser and I picked one up that I used to use this a long time ago actually. I just think it's a really good hydrating bog standard moisturiser. But yeah, I picked up a retinol from Superdrug and I've been using that, and I'll probably repurchase my Beauty Pie stuff because I do just really enjoy it, but for now I've gone back to this, which is a really great moisturiser I think. I don't know how I'll be wearing my hair when I'm there because I don't know how hot it's going to be, but on the off chance that it's really hot, I'm going to take this with me. I've tried so many gels and stuff for wavy hair. This is the one I always go back to. I got one of these just to take with me because mine is like half empty. And Matt uses this as well. So Matt also has wavy hair and he will be joining me for part of this trip, so we'll both use it. What else did I get? Oh, SPF wise, this, I was so glad when Garnier went cruelty free because I've always used the Superdrug SPF. Let me just grab, like, I swear by this range, their own brand, but for me they didn't have a good face option if you wanted to wear makeup over the top. I felt like that was really missing, and maybe they've upped the game on that and I've just not kept up with it. But I always used to buy more expensive brands for my face because I needed it to be cruelty free, and now that Garnier are cruelty free, it's a game changer because this is so good, the serum, and it was on Advantage card points offer. And then I also love this. I swear by, like, I'm such an SPF person, and you don't have to be wearing makeup obviously to use it, but it does sit well over makeup, which is great. But I always have one of those in my bag. I also picked up this because, as well, Boots' own brand is vegan and cruelty free, and it never used to be like labelled that way. So I thought I'd give this a try. I've tried the Superdrug one and liked it, but yeah, I thought I would give the Boots one a try, which is good. And then I also picked up this Boots Dermacare, this ceramide eye balm. Yeah, I thought I'd see how that compares to the Beauty Pie eye cream that I normally use. I'd run out of this, which is like, I love this stuff so much, I can't even tell you. On a daily basis, like, there is one, maybe I'll do like an updated makeup routine, but this is, I wear this every day basically. I wear it under foundation, but it gives you coverage on its own. So like most days I'm just wearing this and a little bit of concealer if I need it, so it does give you some coverage. The e.l.f. Halo Glow. And I've got the Rare Beauty liquid blush, and this is meant to be a dupe for it. So I picked this up in a different shade. Like, the Rare Beauty blush that I've got is like a coral colour, like a really bright colour, and I thought I would pick this up and just see how it compares. I also picked up their bronzing drops. I have tried their brow thing in the pot, which is really good, but it always dries up before I get to finish it, so it just feels a bit wasteful. But I saw this gel and I thought I would give it a go. Why not? So that's what I picked up from Boots. I have a million and one things to do today before I go away. First thing is tinting my eyebrows. I've got to put in a hairdryer that my mum ordered, some clothes that she ordered, because I introduced my mum to Vinted, and this is what happens. She orders a bunch of parcels and then I take them over when I see her.
A significant light, just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice.